The MSI MAG 321CUP QD-OLED is a slightly cheaper alternative to the MSI MPG 321CURX. But is it actually worth getting this one instead of the MPG? First off, let's talk about the price. The MSI MAG 321CUP QD-OLED costs $849. Looking at the price history though, we can see that it has been priced as low as $749.99, but that was only for a short period of time. So what are the main differences between the MPG 321CURX and this monitor, the MAG 321CUP? First off, this monitor only gets a refresh rate of 165 Hz compared to the MPG's 240 Hz. On a personal note, I don't think this is much of a difference, but for competitive games and shooters, this must be a big change. Either way, 165 Hz is still very smooth, provided that your gaming PC can actually produce as much FPS. The MAG 321CUP does not get any USB ports apart from the single USB Type-C port, which also functions as a DisplayPort alternate mode. And with that being said, this monitor also does not get the built-in KVM switch. Other than that, this is overall the same monitor. It uses a QD-OLED panel, resulting in very deep blacks and great contrast ratios. This monitor gets a screen resolution of 3840 by 2160 or 4K in other terms. Response times are practically the same between this monitor and the MPG 321CURX, instantaneous thanks to the QD-OLED panel. You might think that the lower refresh rate of 165 Hz will negatively impact performance, but I honestly think that it doesn't have any negative impact at all. Screen tearing won't be an issue with NVIDIA G-Sync compatibility. Color accuracy is also great thanks to the 99% DCI-P3 coverage. For the MAG 321CUP, the design is almost similar. It's curved, slick, and it looks to be marketed towards gamers. But while the MPG 321CURX gets a little bit of RGB lighting on the back, the MAG 321CUP doesn't get any. That doesn't really benefit performance anyway. When it comes to ports, this monitor only gets 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, 1 DisplayPort 1.4 port, 1 USB Type-C port with DisplayPort alternative functionality, and 1 3.5mm audio jack. All in all, this is still a great monitor for productivity tasks and workloads, as well as for gaming, of course. If you're following a strict budgetary limit, then you can get this monitor. But if you have some wiggle room with your budget, then I'd get the MPG 321CURX instead. This monitor is covered by a 3-year warranty, just like the MPG 321CURX, which I think is a very big plus. You may check out the link in the description box below, or you can just scan this QR code to check it out on Amazon right now. This has been Marty, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. Cheers!